Hi, today is Monday, July 21st, 2025. This is my second reading for the day. I always like to read an English article to practice English because I'm not a native speaker. I work for Korea Telecom KT, the number one cloud service provider and carrier in Korea, and I would like to be an asset to my company by practicing English and giving it the perspective from different sources. And also, when it comes to consulting foreign companies in Korea, I would like to be the point man for my company so that we could give a nice consultation to the customers' needs and also secure some procurement from them and also get winning proposal and also win the contract. This article is from Independent, the New York company. I have a friend uh, in Nepal. I forgot his name, right? Birendra. He was here in Korea during the 2012 Expo Yosu, and we became friends. I bought stone honey from him, a lot of cash, miscommunication, but I paid a lot of cash to buy the honey from him. So I'm interested in Nepal or Nepal. We call the country Nepal, but Americans call it Nepal. I don't know why Nepal. Nepal is more accurate one, but since I'm practicing English, I would say Nepal. A Himalayan tsunami has just devastated Nepal. It should be a wake-up call. Massive glacial bursts are becoming more frequent and more dangerous due to the climate crisis, experts tell Mukesh Pokhrel, warning they are not going to stop anytime soon. Thursday, 17th July 2025. Up until a disastrous day earlier this month, more than 150 trucks crossed daily over a border bridge between Nepal and China, known by locals as the Miteri Friendship Bridge. The Rasuwagadi crossing served as the main trade route between the two countries, with over $50 million of goods passing over it last year alone. But on the 8th July, floodwaters tore through northern Nepal's Rusuwa district, sweeping away parts of this critical border highway. According to the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Authority, 7 people lost their lives and 20 were missing, including 6 Chinese nationals. I don't know why they were killed. The Chinese nationals were working on a 200 megawatt hydro project in the Tursuli River, which was also damaged by the floods. Initial estimates suggest Nepal has sustained loss of over $100 million in the incident as a whole. Meena Powdell, a hotel owner near the Nepal-China checkpoint, says she was jolted awake at 2 a.m. by violent tremors. Thinking it was an earthquake, she suddenly got up and ran out of the house. She told the Independent by phone. Everyone was shouting. Then, from a safe distance, we saw water rising in the Botekoshi. That's when we knew it was a flood. By 4 a.m., she said the torrent had swept away Chinese workers' camp and a cargo vehicle. Her hotel, once serving more than 70 customers daily, now stands empty. The border is closed. The business people are gone. So are the tourists. Scientists have determined that the cause was an outburst from a glacial lake, according to Jacob Steiner, a professional fellow at the University of Graz, Austria, and Amrit Thapa, a PhD student at the University of Alaska Fairbanks. The glacial lake has formed in March, approximately 35 kilometers upstream from the border inside Chinese territory. Their research shows that ponds of liquid water sitting on top of the glacier began growing from March, then suddenly started expanding rapidly in June. All of the ponds coalesced into a single massive lake measuring 638,000 square meters by 7 July, before bursting out into the valley below, draining a third of the lake's area in just 24 hours. Glacial lake outbursts, floods, GLOFs have become increasingly common in Nepal, driven by rapid warming in the Himalayas. Nepal's Department of Hydrology and Meteorology reports that temperatures in the Himalayan region have increased by 0.42 Celsius per decade between 2008 and 2018, nearly double the global average. Wow. Nepal-China border post-flooding. Nepal lost 24% of its glaciers due to global warming between 1977 and 2010. The most recent data available contributing to a substantial decline in freshwater reserves in the Himalayas. Reserves. In the Himalayan region, the number of glacial lakes and their area are rapidly increasing. A study by ICIMAD found that the number of glacial lakes in Nepal increased by 154% between 1977 and 2017, while their total area expanded by about 46%. Nepal currently shares more than 1,500 kilometers of mountainous border with China, and many of its rivers, including the Botek Koshi, originate in Tibet. A 2020 survey by ICMOD and UN Development Program identified 3,624 glacial lakes across the region's 3 river basins. Of course, 47 were found to be at high risk of bursting, with 25 located in Tibet. One of the most dangerous is Tulagi Lake in Manang District, which holds an estimated 36 million cubic meters of water. If it were to burst, the resulting flood could impact over 160,000 people downstream and cause damage estimated at $450 million. Basanta Raj Adhikari, Assistant Professor of Engineering, Geology, and Disaster Risk Reduction at the Department of Civil Engineering, Pulchok Campus Institute of Engineering, Tribhuvan University, said that the Rasuwagadi flood was neither the first nor the last. It warned that Nepal will face more major GLOFs in the future, resulting in significant losses. The increasing global temperature has a direct effect on the Himalayas, where the formation of glacial lakes has been increasing in recent years. He said, these glacial lakes might turn into GLOFs in changing conditions as we are witnessing. People watch overflowing river amid flooding in Nepal. Over the past 5 years, Nepal has faced repeated instances of severe floods originating from the Himalayan region, causing significant damage and disruption. In May 2025, a glacial lake outburst occurred near the Limi Valley in Humala district in western Nepal near the China border. According to Shiva Baskota, senior geologist at the Department of Mines and Geology, 3 glacial ponds located at an altitude of 4,400 meters melted. The water flowed down rapidly, triggering a flood. As a result, more than 20 families were displaced from their homes. On 16 August 2024, a similar flood hit the popular tourist village of Thame, which was caused by another glacial lake outburst. 2 lakes overflowed, and the water rushed nearly 10 kilometers downhill, striking the village that has been home to legendary Sherpa climbers like Tenzing Norgay. The flood destroyed 23 homes and damaged 40 more, according to Khumbu Pasang Lamu Rural Municipality. In 2021, a glacial lake collapsed near the Tibetan border in Sindhu Palchok district. This event claimed 24 lives and caused damage worth about $905 million, including the destruction of 570 homes, according to Nepal's National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Authority. In 2016, Gongba Thong Shaksua Lake in Tibet burst, sending a massive flood down the Bote Koshi River in northern Sindhu Palchok. The flood swept away 20 houses, a boarding school, and part of a customs office. It also damaged many buildings, a hydropower plant, and roads, including a major highway connecting Nepal and China. Ranjan Kumar Dahal, an engineering geologist at Tribhuvan University in Nepal, said that the latest devastating event should raise serious concerns and serve as a reminder that Himalayan tsunamis are becoming more frequent and intense, and they are not going to stop anytime soon. Pema Gimcho, Director General of ICMOD, said that it was an absolute certainty that global temperature rises are driving increases in the frequency, ferocity, and complexity of mountain hazards. In June alone, 3 lake outbursts have torn through our region, on top of horrific floods in India and Pakistan, typically confirming our monsoon outlook's predictions of a high-hazard summer. That's it. So the lakes, they become larger by combining with neighboring lakes on the mountaintops, right? And as glacial snows increasingly melt down, the water volume increases, and finally those big lakes burst into a big flood origination, and it just sweeps down everything on its path downstream. A lot of people are dead. Some water power plant was also damaged, and more than 10 Chinese workers are missing. They are probably buried under the rubbles. It's terrible. I hope everything is good, and I hope the global temperature reduces a little bit, right? So that everything should be okay. Thanks for listening, and have a wonderful Monday. Bye bye.